networking as a strategy is just not natural for me. I'm extremely comfortable with others. I have a lot of friends, a lot of contacts, um, but I met all those people just through the course of normal business that I was doing. So the part about, thinking about trying to expand my network as a strategy and find people that, that I can network with for my own benefit, it's just, again, it's new territory for me. I wasn't real comfortable with it. But I knew that when I started my own fractional CFO business, that networking, even beyond what I was already doing, was going to be very important for my success. But I still had this impression that networking in that respect was all about the seller. And again, I was extremely uncomfortable. But during the program, I started to develop this mind shift that networking wasn't really a dirty word, as I'd always thought, but it was a way for me to know more people, is a way, particularly a way for me to help more people. And those two things are very natural to me. So I know that there's a lot of people in my network and a lot of people, maybe that I don't know yet that really do want to help me, but I needed a system so that I could be better at helping them and that I could be better uh, equipped when they try to help me, and mutual benefit would come from it. So I think that's the major takeaway, about how I got into the program and what I've gotten out of it, as far as my concept of networking. Well, since the time that the course ended, I've been working with the tools that I learned during the process. Um, and I think, coming from that, the big takeaways are going to be, I'm going to be able to expand my network further. And now that I have this attitude that that's not a bad thing, that's a good thing. I'm also going to be able to provide quality referrals to others because now I understand what is and what isn't a quality referral. And that's an important piece of the puzzle, to not waste everybody's time. And probably more important for me, I've learned and I'll get better at being ready when I get a referral because, frankly, I've had that happen before. And, when you're not ready, I think the results are not as good as they could be if you were skilled and ready. So I know that this improvement, this networking is going to be a lifelong process, but I believe that what I've learned already will quickly hasten my success, uh, and the success of others. So you may ask, well, who should take this class? And I've thought about that a little bit, and I think people who are just beginning their career, particularly if they're in sales, and maybe they're getting other sales training, but it never hurts to get more. But I think for anyone, future job opportunities and all that, it's just better. It's better to know more people, and sometimes we're so busy working that we don't have the time to develop those relationships. And I think, again, the skills learned in this class will give you that understanding and give you that system to where you can do that. And obviously, you have to work, but this is part of the work in most jobs. I think also it would be good for people who already have skills, but they want to improve those skills. And then as one who's been, involved in business for a long time, I think the business leaders, the people at the top of the company, the owners or the top executives could benefit from a program like this because it would also let them see how they could leverage the efforts of their employees in this same area, and find a way to create a lot of value for their company through knowing what improved networking skills look like. So I strongly suggest, for anybody in those categories, that this would be a great opportunity and a very insightful and helpful course for you to take.